Or to this a suggestion via a channel member. Let's go and jump into it, guys. Let's see where this takes us.
So, as forewarned, I mean, we have a situation in which American cities are at the center of this ICE crackdown, and there's indiscriminate use of force against Americans, non-Americans, people here legally, people here illegally. And on the right, nobody seems to care. In fact, they love it.
I saw a video from a local station in Chicago, and residents of a community there were describing an ICE raid and like what they saw. Two things struck me. One, they were talking about things that happened to them. They were talking about how they were treated in this ICE raid. These are the people that, I guess by virtue of being born here in America, are entitled to being treated like human beings. The second thing is that they were all black. And I'm gonna say something, we saw this coming. Mm-hmm. We knew the neighborhoods where these ICE raids would take place. We knew that a lot of these things wouldn't happen in Beverly Hills or in Coconut Grove or any of those places like that.
Yeah, I mean, we're talking about finding, like, legitimately, Trump says worst of the worst, okay? But we have to understand that there's also like a collateral thing, number two here. And then for the tertiary reason here, guys, deportation orders. All right, where are the majority of the people that have broken into our countries living? Are they living in Beverly Hills? They're living in the hoods, guys. Like they're living in like the most low class of an area that you possibly can live in, basically, because of the cost of things. Like, this is a very disingenuous argument because, again, why would one of the people that have broken into our country be legitimately living in Beverly Hills or any of these other like uber affluent areas, guys? And it just so happens that the areas that you're talking about are going to most likely be filled with people that look like us, right? So how are you confused, or like how are you so confused about this?
We knew that there would be collateral damage, that there would be trauma that would be inflicted on our communities. We knew that people would be detained, scared. We knew that children would have to see things that they shouldn't have to see. And all of this for political theater, so that we look tough on immigration for everyone. It's a horror show. And I do think if it hasn't already happened, that it'll be something that even the most conservative of Americans will get tired of seeing human beings treated this way. At least that's my hope.
I mean, Americans. I hear what you're saying here. Like the ones who have broken into our country and are here illegally. What exactly are you asking me to look at differently? We're talking about people who are here illegally. I'm not talking about the ones who are here legally. Okay. Now listen. Now, are there going to be people that get wrapped up into this scenario because they're protesting this, and they're not being peaceful at things? Let's say this year, that could be another one. But also, people are coming into this country that are family members of people who are American citizens. Okay. So now again, if you're housing one of these individuals in your house, how are you not expecting the police to come knocking at your door? They're in the country illegally and most likely have a deportation order if they're there. That's how they know they're there.
The one neighbor said the kids were crying. They looked very distraught. I was out there crying when I seen the little girl come around the corner because they were bringing kids down too, had them zip tied to each other. Saying that there were trucks, military-style vans used to separate adults from kids. What's going on?
I haven't seen any of this, so I certainly
haven't either. I'm listening to what you guys are saying.
I'm not aware of particular neighborhoods that are targeted. Obviously, I support them finding and arresting people who are here illegally. And in the community they're in, again, I can't justify, I haven't seen which communities that they're targeting.
Well, one detail that's been left out is that they were targeting Tren de Aragua. And so Tren de Aragua is a violent transnational gang. They send illegal immigrants here to the United States. They traffic drugs, they traffic people, they commit violence. They inflict misery everywhere they go. And 37 people were arrested. That was the purpose of the raid,
Oh,
the targeting of Tren de Aragua.
He's
Some of the
angry
most
at
violent
facts.
people in our hemisphere, and when they come here, nothing good happens. That was
Okay,
the point.
so if it was
Obviously, guys, it's not every single one of them, guys. Understand this here.
Most violent people in our hemisphere, and
But
when they come
still,
here,
go get 'em.
nothing good happens. That was
okay,
the point.
so if it was targeting, I don't think anybody has a problem with targeting. When you clear out an apartment
Are the
building
children in
and
Tren
you
de Aragua?
zip tie children and you arrest and detain everyone,
Are the-
Scott,
are the
Scott, hold
kids-
on,
no,
hold
no,
on, Scott. You and me, we're talking here, okay? If they arrest children, they arrest everyone, citizens and non-citizens.
Everyone in the house
for
gets arrested.
hours, detain them, deprive
Yeah.
them of their liberty, for no matter how long. You are fine with that.
They didn't arrest children, but
I didn't say they arrested them. They put them in zip ties. But if that makes a difference to you, go ahead.
Yes, it
here's what makes a
does.
difference to me. If the federal government knows that there is a nest of Tren de Aragua in a city like Chicago, they have a responsibility. They have an obligation to go get them. It is unfortunate, to answer your question, that there are children put in harm's way by these violent gangs. But that is going to be the reality.
Or is it a
Wait,
is it unfortunate
no,
or
okay,
is it a
Tamina, hold
violation
on.
of their rights? Is the question. Because I mean, in this country, we have rights against searches
Well,
and
you're
illegal
suggesting
searches
these
and
children
seizure.
should be effectively
We have
human shields
right-
for Tren de Aragua, and I don't
No,
agree
what
with
I'm
that.
asking, hold on, I want to make it clear. I don't like, I know that Tren de Aragua and gangs and whatever, it's a catch-all to treat people however you want.
It's
to
not.
go in there and shred the Constitution or whatever else it is that you.
Shred the Constitution on people who are not American? What are you talking about, bro? I don't know who this man is. This guy here right above me. I don't know who he. I have never seen this man's face in my life, right? But he is very like emotionally unstable. That's the vibe every time he talks, guys. This guy right here. But either way,
You want to do. What I'm asking you is this: do you think that children should have been zip tied and pulled out of an apartment complex and traumatized like that? Yes or no?
I don't think children should be put in harm's way by transnational gangs.
Just answer the question. Yes or no? Do you think that children?
I don't accept the premise of your question.
I'm asking
the
you
government's not
whether or
putting
not.
children in harm's way.
this is a
Real
loaded
calm now.
question.
Real calm. Like
They're the ones putting
gentlemen to
children in harm's
gentlemen.
way.
Gentlemen to gentlemen.
I don't know about that.
We have a responsibility for the way we treat people with the power that we have here in America. And we have a standard that we should treat human life with. And I'm asking you very clearly, concisely, should children be treated that way? Does Scott Jennings like that?
Okay.
I don't accept the premise of your question.
All right, cool.
I don't believe that the premise of your question is accurate. I would ask you back.
It's pretty accurate, I guess, in the context. Okay, so I had to make sure I had to soak it in for a second because this guy is way too emotional for me, grown man, to listen to. Truth be told, I don't want to hear nothing this man says, right? But here's the thing: no one wants anything happening to kids. Okay, that's not a thing that people are cheering in the streets for here. But do understand here that there are many kids who have crossed this border illegally in tow of their illegal parents, guys. All right. So now, if there is one person that is illegal in your household, what do you think is going to happen here? They're going to go after that one person? No, bro. Why do you have an illegal in your household? Now everyone has to get looked at. We need to have all the information humanly possible so we can then move on to the next step if there specifically needs to be a removal of all of the individuals in your household or not. Again, why is there an illegal in your household? Do you understand? That's what I don't think this guy is understanding here. He seems to be negating it. This guy over here is, I think he's trying to say that because, again, who literally wants anything to do with kids being injured or arrested or any of these crazy things here, guys? No one wants that, bro. Not a single person wants that. But let's continue.
Should children be allowed to live in an apartment building with Tren de Aragua? Should the entire community of Chicago have to live with Tren de Aragua
So
because they hide behind these
But
children?
here's the thing.
That's my
I
question.
think the answer to that is clear. No, they should not be put in harm's way. But the difference is in this situation is I don't want to be Tren de Aragua. I don't want my law enforcement to act like Tren de Aragua. That is
So
the
what do you want to do?
distinction.
Do you want to leave
But-
it?
but-
Do you just want to leave it and say, well, they have kids in there, let's just move on?
No,
Is that
but
what you want to do?
can't law enforcement figure out a way. I don't think this is the first time children have been in an environment where dangerous people have been around them.
Okay.
And I'm most certain that in most of those circumstances, those children aren't zip tied and carried out like animals. What I am wondering is,
This is not the same argument.
okay, let's put this fact pattern on any other placement. Let's put it on a school, right? What if there was a gang member in a school? And by this calculation, it would seem like the children in the school, in order to get that one gang member or two gang members,
Handcuff the
would
whole
get.
biology
It's not
class.
one gang member. It's 37
Well,
people in an
let's say
apartment
there's
building.
five.
It's a large apartment building. That's part of the, that's part of the fact pattern here. I mean, here's another one from our reporting. Tenants said it appears everyone in the building was detained by federal officers, including U.S. citizens. It was scary, said one, because I had never had a gun in my face. That person lives in the building. They asked my name and my date of birth and asked me, did I have any warrants? I told them, no, I didn't. Fisher, this person says, she was handcuffed anyway before being released around 3 a.m. and was told anyone with outstanding warrants, even if it was unrelated to immigration, would not be released. So in the
Oh, guys, we're done. Yeah, guys, that's a guarantee. Again, like police contact is police contact. So anyone with some type of warrant, deportation order, et cetera, you guys, you all go to jail. All of you go to jail, period. Like, we don't know who you are now. Now we need to figure out everything. Why is there an apartment building with 37 Tren de Aragua members inside of it? Are you joking with me? So now I don't know who is who. Okay, I don't know who is who. You have illegal immigrants in the building too, guys. No. We have to immediately get control of this scenario here. Now, listen, I went through a scenario like this when I was younger, much younger. I think it was like 19, I had a roommate. And it was the craziest thing in the world here, guys. My roommate robbed the bank. Well, no, not robbed the bank, but he robbed like a, what was that thing called? Like a safety deposit truck. What are those? I have no idea what those things are called. It's slipping my mind right now. Like one of those, the trucks that move money, right? He basically robbed one of them by getting a job for it. Guys, I had nothing to do with this. All right. I didn't know that man. Like, yeah, he was there, but I never spoke to him, bro. Like he was over there. Right? And we had 4 roommates, and everyone was just like all over the place. Like we never spoke to each other. It was just a house and I had a room, right? I was really young. And that guy ended up doing that. And then what happened in the middle of the night one day? A kick door type of scenario into the share house that we all had, right? And it was just like, okay, yeah, guns pointed, all types of craziness. I am not gonna do anything. I'm gonna comply. All right. You know why I'm going to comply? Because I don't know what's going on right now. All right. I found out legitimately, like a couple hours later, that bro robbed the bank truck. Okay. That's what he did. And he's going to jail for a long time, bro. Then obviously you start to realize that I don't know what's happening. The other roommates have no idea what's happening. Like, again, I was there for a year, let's say. And we probably shared like 3 words. Hey, how you doing? And moved on. Guys, there was no communication, so it was pretty obvious. I didn't even know his name. Okay, just so you understand, I didn't even know the guy's name. So this type of thing happened, and I understood what it was, right? But that's my own specific anecdotal evidence. Not everyone has the ability to kind of understand or kind of, I don't know, what am I trying to say here? Deal with or fully understand, just like fully comprehend the scenario and why things are happening. Is it because of you? No, bro. Calm down. No one wants a gun in their face. No one. I get it. But why did it happen? Like, did they specifically come to your house to scare the life out of you, bro? And trust me, be fully aware. The next step after this, right, immediately, is making sure you get the therapy, let's say, to basically get over this absolute wildness. And I think that is what they give you. So what are you talking about? Right? Listen, I know you don't want it to happen. I don't want it to happen to kids. I don't want it to happen to any of these things, but understand the scenario and the climate and the temperature of the United States of America right now. Okay. You need to make sure you kind of know your neighbors. And even my story specifically, I would never do that. Now, forget it. I would never do that again. I need to know I need to know everything about everyone. All right. I don't want any type of absolute crazy happening with me. Not guys, not guys. Know who your neighbors are. Know the people that are in your house. All right. Do not allow strangers to be inside your house. If you live in an apartment building, I get it. It's hard, right? But just understand that if you have one big bad guy in your building, they just so happen to have 37. All right. What are you expecting to happen, guys? Like, you didn't know you had gang members in your buildings. You didn't know that. And illegals in your building. Like, you didn't see all of the footage from Biden and Kamala Harris era of the United States of America with kids on people's backs. You confused why everyone is basically being corralled and maintained so they can't go anywhere. Are you crazy? Well, they are. But all right, listen, you guys all have an absolutely amazing day. I'm gonna go ahead and go. This is too much, bro. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'll catch you guys later, guys.